Hello, welcome to another video on a Scouring demo. Today's game is going to be a 4 versus 4 game, and on my team it's going to be me, the Perfect Gamer, with my allies My Dream Forever, Almond of Assess, and Dinky Code. And our enemies are all going to be Chinese players here. Anyways, I start here as the red orc player. In this game I decided to do the double barracks build, where you make 2 barracks and pretty much make a lot of warriors. And next to me is the yellow orc player, Dinky Code. He's making a barracks here, which would be able to help him defend his position a little better, but if the enemy made warriors, then they could easily go here and kill him. So that was a little bit of a risk. Anyways, the white orc player is playing as the Almond of Assess. That's the player playing as the white orcs. And he's doing the archer build. And the teal player, My Dream Forever. He's the orc teal player, and he's doing the quick warriors build. But I guess he's making his logging camp a little quick, so he's probably going to be making some archers later on. Alright, and then the enemy players, the black human player, this Chinese player, he's doing the fast swordsman build, but it's more of a fast swordsman rush, because he's just going to the enemy's base and trying to attack him right away. And on the bottom of him, the orange orc player, he did the double barracks build, where he just spam out all the warriors. This is the Chinese player, and he's pretty much just sending out all the warriors that are gonna be just helping out in rushing this player, potentially. And on the left part of the map, the blue human player, he's doing the archers build. And this is the Chinese player. And then the final enemy is the purple orc player. He's doing the archer build, but he's also making a second barracks for some reason. And this is the purple player. Alright, and here we were able to get this outpost. We made all those warriors. And now I started making the charge ability to maybe help me fight these archers a little better. And in the meantime, the black and orange player decided to rush the teal player. And he doesn't have that many units. And I guess the white player kind of lost a good amount of his archers while they are running through here to patrol. And so he wasn't able to send much help. And so by the time he gets here, teal player is pretty much dead. In the meantime, we were fighting here. We're trying to maybe kill these barracks. But then I decide to fight these archers a little bit, because I have a charge ability, so I should be able to kill maybe a few of them. I made even more warriors, trying to maybe overwhelm the purple player. And I ran these warriors back here, but I guess I wasn't paying attention, and I kind of forgot they were here. So I should have probably sent them over here with all of my other warriors. So I kind of lost around 6 warriors for nothing here, which was a big loss, and I guess very terrible for me. In the meantime, the field player gets eliminated. And I guess even if he ran away, he wouldn't be able to make a town hall, so there wasn't much he could have done there. And here we try to do the attack again. Send in my warriors to try and help out. Then there was a lot of skeletons here, which I thought would be helpful, but they're only helpful to the enemy because my warriors would get stuck trying to fight the skeletons instead of actually fighting the archers on the ground. And I guess I kind of forgot there were some warriors here. It was a bit of a shame because we could have maybe helped out Odo here. But I guess I saw it was kind of the end of it, of our little rush. And so I just decided to kill this barracks and then just give up on this attack. And so I guess we did kill a few warriors, workers of purple. And slow them down a little bit, but just a few units were able to hold this position and we were unable to finish off purple. So now it's basically a 3v4 game. And we weren't able to really do much to avenge the teal player. Here I guess the skeletons were annoying me a little bit. And I just have this small group of warriors here. And I went here to maybe try and kill some wolves to get some levels before being attacked. But I don't have a logging camp or a sawmill, so the amount of wood I'm going to have is going to be very low for a good part of this game, which I guess was part of why it was so difficult to fight. In the meantime, I was fighting these wolves, but of course Blue decided to go and kill me here. So now I try to run away my workers a little bit. Maybe delay some time for my big warrior group to come here. And to fight all these archers here. And in the meantime, the orange player already ran through here. He's basically gonna just kill this barracks. He's gonna run through this base of yellow. Because this is the only barracks he has, and there's not much yellow can do. I guess yellow sent his archers here to try and help me out. So we were able to kill off the archers of blue, but now he's the one in trouble. Because there's so many warriors here, and there's so many level 2 warriors, which are very difficult to fight against. So I'm just trying to send in my reinforcements to try and help out the best I can. And even the white warriors here to try and help. top here, I was able to, I guess, somewhat win here. Because I had more warriors here. And on the bottom, the white and yellow were able to fight off these warriors here. And I guess because I had some warriors helping out as well. And here I think orange thought that he could go on top of this base and kill it. But I knew what he was trying to do. And I followed him. And I found these warriors and killed all of them. And of course, just as I was finishing up helping up my allies, purple came in here and just started killing all of my workers. And I'm not really sure why I was slow to react. Maybe I was giving up, or I'm not really sure. I just didn't really move my workers at all, and all of them just died. And I guess I didn't even realize I could have made a bow ability and try to put it on top of these barracks to kill maybe 1 or 2 archers. But I was trying to go to my base, but then I saw all the swordsmen here. So I tried to help out yellow again. You know, and now I'm able to go towards my own base. And here the white player was able to send his army of archers to try and maybe help out here. But we can see there's just so many more archers from the enemy. And these archers are going to be dying eventually. So I just do the best I can, which is just send in my warriors to try and fight. Even though we can see they're dying pretty quickly, but I guess blue wasn't really microing that well, so I was able to kill a few archers of his. And here yellow was able to come and help out. Pretty much kill away the rest of these archers here. And here I guess I kind of forgot to micro this warrior, so he does eventually go down. But I guess it is what it is, and the game looks already terrible. I lost so much workers. I don't have that many units. And this pretty much sums up most of it right here. I guess in the meantime, orange went and attacked with more warriors. But this time, the white player was upgrading his town hall, so his warriors can't climb on top of here. So the munchers should be able to beat them up here. And here I tried to send in my warriors to try and help. And I guess run down these warriors. And over here, I think the white player is gonna run down these warriors. Because he can outrun munchers. I guess here, yellow was able to fight off the purple player's archers. Looks like he lost a good amount of archers. And yellow was able to hold for a meantime. Now I guess these warriors actually ran away to get some XP. And the white player is getting some XP by killing some wolves. And I guess white player started making an altar, but maybe clicked to the right a little bit by accident. So now he puts them back to making the altar. And when white gets a rage building, then he's going to be able to do a lot of damage to the enemy. Because rage munchers are just extremely powerful in this game. And here I think I was clearing out maybe some wolves here, or some trolls. And I thought this was going to be enough vision, but somehow like a huge amount of skeletons just spawned out of this small dark spot here, which slowed down me from getting some resources, which was super annoying. So I guess I did lose a few workers, but then I was able to clean up the rest of this somewhat, or all these archers helped out. But here now I have 2 cannons, because I knew they were making all the archers here, so having a few cannons would be very helpful. So we were able to somewhat fight off these units. But of course, in the meantime, the orange player was murdering yellow here. And yellow only has archers, so he's gonna have a hard time killing these. And of course, just out of nowhere, just a huge, I don't even know how to call this, like a big horde of skeletons comes to munch away his base. And I tried to run here to try and save him. But instead of fighting these skeletons, I tried to go on top of this barracks to try and murder these warriors, so that my ally could still have his barracks. Because if he loses his barracks, then he can't make any more units that he could use to defend himself. So this was a nice save. Even though this looks horrible, which is why one of the players who's observing the game is probably typing to maybe just surrender and go for another game. But I guess we were able to finally clean up these skeletons, and a good amount of my warriors got a good amount of XP by just killing all the skeletons, and I guess fighting the enemies who are here, the orange player, and a little bit of blue and purple. And here are all I'm making just warriors, because like I mentioned before, I didn't make a lumber mill, which means I'm just going to be taking forever to get the wood I need to make even a good amount of archers, so I just decided to make all the warriors instead, and I guess make the cannons to potentially do the cannons with artillery and warriors with shields push. And now we can finally have just a little bit of peace, you know, when the enemy's not attacking us, because that was just a whole 20 minutes of enemies just constantly fighting us and trying to end the game maybe, or just kill us. And here I guess I didn't pay attention and finish off this camp, which is a bit of a shame, but I guess it is what it is. And I tried to leave my warriors here in case orange tried to attack here again. But then in the meantime, purple was able to just slaughter a good amount of yellow's archers here. And yellow has about 4 military units, so that's why he types this. I know he has a good amount of archers, but I guess yeah, he's just looking very terrible. And I guess he didn't see that he has a lot of food production, so he could have taken off a few of these workers and mined a bit more gold. And here I was trying to do a little sandwich from one side and then the other, so in case purple was gonna go through here, I would surround him and he would die. But I guess the white player decided to fight him first, and so I had to come and try to help him out. And here we can see there's a lot of cavaliers here, but blue's not really moving them around really well, so he wasn't able to fight off my warriors. And I was going to lose the rest of them here. And here we saw this huge army of warriors. Huge army of cavaliers. And a few swordsmen here. So we tried to send some help once again. Because Yao can't really defend himself with just a few archers. So we're going to help the best we can. I guess here the white player was able to just beat up all of these warriors by just running through them. And here I was fighting the cavaliers of black, but my right flank was a little overwhelmed here. But I was able to kill a few cavaliers here. And it was just, I guess, pretty alright defense. And of course, the enemy wants to run away like cowards instead of making a proper push and ending the game. Here my ally has a lot of pretty high level munchers. So all he needs now is to get all the potions, and then these munchers are going to be very effective. And here I decide to attack to the bottom. Tell Dinky, the yellow player, to help me out. And tell Manov, the white player, to try and defend the right side against orange and black in case they try to go through here. So here it is. The shielded warriors with, I guess, mortar or artillery cannons here. And I guess in the meantime, while I was fighting here, I did start making a muncher cave. So I'll be able to make munchers later on. But here, purple only had archers for military units. No cannons, no munchers. Got a good amount of resources, but I guess he was old as well to use them. So here we're just able to just annihilate his own army. But then blue comes here with his cavaliers to try and help out. And here I lose a cannon to friendly fire, because it's always great to see. And this cannon is mostly dead as a friendly fire as well. And most of these cavaliers are level 1, so they're gonna have a hard time fighting these level 3 and level 2 warriors. But blue actually has the cure ability, so he has the opportunity to micro away his cavaliers. Yeah, not lose them, I guess. But I guess didn't see that black came in here to flank us, because he just ran through here, even though there are enemy goblins here. And I guess I only now find out and try to fight these cavaliers. And I kind of forgot to position my cannons to fire in this direction. So now I'm going to lose my cannons also. And I'm going to be trying to fight the Cavaliers of Blue a little bit, but a good amount of them are level 2. And it's going to be very difficult to snipe them. And of course, you bought potions. And he can also heal his units with the heal ability. Here purple was pretty much dead. He just had a base. And he wasn't even producing anything, so I wasn't really sure what he was doing. Maybe he gave up. I'm not really sure. Because he had all the resources. It's like a whole lot. He could have been making something. But he wasn't. And here I sent reinforcements of munchers. And I just wanted to snipe this clan hall. So that purple would be slowed down very dramatically. Because you would have to rebuild this before making any other buildings. Here I was trying to run away, but I was having a hard time because the cavaliers can always catch me, and I guess I was trying to fight a little bit and try to run away. Tried to snipe this cavalier, but of course he just uses all his mana to heal him. It's super annoying. Pretty much. And now I realize this is very terrible. Because he was just getting all the XP by killing these warriors who are level 3. Which are going to take a long time to die. Which means that these cavaliers can level up very quickly. Because he already has 3 level 3 cavaliers. Those are pretty much unkillable. You have a lot of potions and I guess mana for heals. And here Blackbear did the annoying thing again. Instead of going through here and fighting white, he goes down here like a rat and goes through the middle and just attacks my base. And then runs through here and tries to kill my base here. And he has the cure ability, which means that he can just kill me here. And I can't really fight back because I don't have the rage ability. So I'm just trying to maybe buy some time so that my ally could come here and help me out. And here these workers couldn't really fight back because I ran out of wood. Because of course I didn't make the sawmill. I didn't have enough wood to get the bow ability. And here pretty much most of black was finished up. So white ran here to try and save yellow. Because he was pretty much dying to the cavaliers of blue here. Yes, in the meantime, the orange prime made a lot of munchers. And I'm just gonna kill this defenseless base. And this is finally when I make a logging camp. Means I'm gonna be able to actually have a good amount of wood that I could use to upgrade my tunnel and get all the buildings and upgrades that I need. And in the meantime, the white player was beginning to starve, even though there were no enemies here. So that was more of a skill issue. He just forgot to make more farms or just fill up his farms with workers. But in Hero, he was fighting the enemy. But I guess he didn't buy any potions. Even though he has a good amount of gold to do so. And he kind of forgot he had a group of munchers here. But I guess this was a very stressful game, so I guess I understand. And here I try to help out, sending my munchers. And for some reason, even though we can see the enemy has more numbers here, So we could definitely destroy this army here, but I guess they're cowards. And they just ran away here. I guess in the meantime, you remember I had some warriors here trying to run away, and I was able to send them to this outpost. So I was able to save 5 of them here, and now I found a good opportunity to try and not only purple here and kill this barracks. And there's only munchers and cavaliers here, so the enemy can't really do much to stop me. And I guess the veterans of the Yellow Player are also here, being annoying on top of this outpost. And here, the White Player was making a potion stash, but I guess he was being attacked, and you can see the enemy was pulling back here, and instead of also going back here, buying some potions, I guess he maybe didn't pay attention. And so here, most of his munchers don't have any potions. And he was fighting against an enemy that was buying all the potions here. And he had a cure, so... which is why the White Player lost a lot of his munchers here. Which was a bit of a shame, because just waiting here a little bit and buying all the potions would have made him be able to actually win this potentially. But now he's pretty much dying, and there's not much he can do, or even we can do as a team to help him out. Which is why I guess pretty much over, and he was pretty much giving up because he doesn't really have much left. But I guess I was still playing on because I didn't feel like surrendering, because we could have surrendered about 15 minutes ago, but I decided not to. Because I wanted to fight to the last, because I guess these Chinese players were a little annoying, and I was not gonna let them win so easily. In the meantime, Orange sent some warriors here to try and maybe end my buildings, but he didn't pay attention, so he lost all these warriors. And if he actually paid attention, then they could have climbed up here and actually killed these 2 buildings, and I wouldn't be able to do much. And here, Blue was just going around and murdering pretty much most of Yellow here. And Yellow is having trouble with food, because all his food is in this base, which is just overrun by Blue's Cavaliers. In the meantime, the Black Player is here, and I was trying to defend myself against Orange, who was killing all of my food workers. Now just trying to get my food back in order. And all my munchers have no potions, or maybe a few that they stole from an enemy that I killed. But that's pretty much it. And here this looks like it's gonna be over, because Yellow has pretty much just a few archers. And I have pretty much no more gold. So now I'm going on a kill economy, as I call it. Pretty much just gold you get from getting kills or breaking buildings. But here I was able to fight Black here, and Blue was being a little coward and not fighting with his ally here, the Black Player. which basically cost him the game, I guess, because I had no potions and he had a lot of potions and heals, so could have definitely helped out Bike Bear here. And even oranges here, so could have definitely ended the game here, but I guess they're just such cowards that they couldn't do it. So here I'm still somewhat alive. My base is getting rushed by skeletons, but I have some munchers to help out. And I was able to beat up Orange here because he didn't research the rage ability, so his munchers are just gonna be free XP for me. And here are the skeletons spawn, which I guess was pretty good for me, because you can see here I have no more gold and I can't really take a base here because the enemy can just run their cavaliers here like they did many times, or it could be annoying Bike Bear did. So I didn't feel like investing into a base for it to be destroyed, so I was just farming out our skeletons for some gold, but I get some XP as well. So now I have about 2,000 gold that I got from just killing all the units and I guess neutrals. And here I have pretty much a second group of munchers and a more veteran group of munchers here. Oh, and I guess in the meantime, while we are fighting on top here, my few warriors were able to destroy these barracks and then kill this clan hall of a purple player. And I guess purple player kind of wasted all of his resources, because remember he had around 3,000 gold, maybe 1,000 wood, and now he's trying to make a base here. So it was like 15 minutes ago, maybe 10 minutes ago, so I wasn't sure what he was doing. But there you go, I have a group of munchers and then veteran munchers, and I was able to buy some potions because I got all the gold from all those kills. So at least one of my muncher groups has potions, all of them, so it's gonna be a very powerful army. It's gonna be pretty much unstoppable, because we can see here around 8 of them are level 3 and the good rest of them are level 2. So they're just gonna be destroying any army that they find. And here I set my lower level munchers here to try and see what's over here, but found a blue player and I try to beat him up because, like I mentioned before, I have no base, so I wanted to kill some units or some buildings to get some gold, or at least get some gold to maybe make a base here, because I need 600, so I'm literally 5 gold short. And here I guess I saw I didn't see any enemies here on top, so I try to go here with my 2 groups of munchers to try and beat them up, because there was a good amount of level 2 units here, which is why I wanted to use my level 3 units to fight. So I was able to kill a good amount of these units, which fed me all the gold you can see here. I almost have 3,000 gold by just kills alone, just killing units in this single clan hall. And I kind of noticed a little bit too late that my ally was dying here. And I tried to send my army here, try and fight this, but it was a little too late, and this bastion goes down. But at least I was able to save these archers, and I was able to fight these cavaliers for some XP and gold. And finally I was able to make a base here. I could potentially just stage my armies here and put my reinforcements here to defend my base. I was just making some munchers. It's only 2 barracks I have, so not much production, but I don't have that much gold, so I guess it's fine. So here we're able to clean up this cavalier army, which gave a good amount of XP for my second group of munchers, which means that I can actually use them later on, because there's not much places you can get XP, because all the neutral camps I think have been killed, all the wolves and stuff. So I guess the only neutral thing is the Dark Tower that you can get some XP from. So all these units are going to be level 1, as you can see. It's just garbage units that are going to be losing very fast to level 2 munchers here. And especially when I gave potions to most of my munchers here. And I think the enemy's not really putting potions on his cavaliers. Not really sure why, because that would be very helpful to have on your cavaliers. And here I saw that my allies were being killed here by these annoying archers. So I tried to send in my munchers here to try and bait them on top here. But I guess the enemy didn't want to take the bait, which was a little annoying, because I was trying to make a cavalier sandwich here with 2 of my muncher groups. But I guess I was just a little annoyed that he ran away. So I decided to fight him anyways here, even though there's a little disadvantage because of these archers shooting me, but I guess it was worth it. In the meantime, some annoying goblins came to annoy me here, so I didn't get some gold for a little bit, but it's not a big deal, because most of my gold I got from just killing all the units and buildings. I guess Yellow was surprised that I was able to just crib stomp their army here, and the Blue was kind of hiding in his base, which is why I typed this. Just being a little coward. He's not even fighting with his teammates. Here, of course, Black, being the rat that he is, did the rat strategy and just ran through here like he did before and killed my base. But this time I think he gave more gold to me than he killed here, so, and he just gave me XP, so there you go. Didn't really do much. I guess my ally here is just helping out with a few archers. And just trying to stay alive because his base is kind of running out. And this is base is pretty much out. And the closest base he can go to is very close to the enemy here. So the best he can do is just try to defend himself and survive. And cannons are very good at defending yourself, so this is a good choice in defense to try and hold himself against Black. I guess here, try to put his archers on top, but the orange player came here to try and kill these units. But I didn't feel like losing my warriors here, so I decided to fight this army and try and kill these archers so that they won't be able to kill these units. And so here, this looked like a good amount of kills here. I pushed him away, so I decided to just farm some skeletons here. And on top, some skeletons were kind of annoying me, so I made sure to get all the vision, made all the farms, so that no skeletons would be spawning behind my base, or over here in this corner. So I could just leave a muncher or two here to just defend against skeletons. And here I was typing to my ally and ask him if he can actually defend himself. And I guess I was all annoyed. And I was prepared to finally beat up the enemy. I had my group of warriors and a group of munchers. So now the enemy was going to be dying very soon. And I guess here my muncher died, which was a little annoying. I guess a good way to defend this position is to put 2 or 3 munchers and to actually buy potions for them. Because without potions, then all of these skeletons are gonna overwhelm them. Here we are trying to kill my units again, so try to scare them away. I was getting some gold in the meantime. I just found out that my food was going down, so that was super annoying, but I finally remembered that I have enough gold to actually get worker upgrade, so I can get a lot more supply when it finishes upgrading. And pretty much here I was ready to go. My upgrade for food leveled up or completed. So my muncher is able to be effective. And I sent in some reinforcements here. In case Bike wanted to go on top here, try and maybe kill the yellow player. Then I would be able to help out my raged munchers. And here I told my ally to maybe sit here, so the annoying bike player wouldn't go through the middle and try and kill this base like he did 3 times, I think, already. But I guess he was kind of on top here, so I just told my ally to just defend himself. And I sent my reinforcements that would be defending him here to just defend his base. So all our flanks were secured. And I am ready to attack. This huge army of mostly level 3 units. And this mostly level 1 and level 2 munchers here. And fought the warriors with each one having potions. Because without potions, all your units are going to be dying. Just like Bike's units here. I guess Blue had some potions, but he kind of ran out of gold. And he only had 1 base on the bottom here. Then Orange kind of didn't really do much, even though he had 4 bases in total. he kind of stopped making munchers, and he never made the rage ability for him. So finally, I was able to get my revenge against blue. And I guess he was being a little coward and just running around instead of trying to defend his base. And here, I find his base here, while trying to run down his allies' archers here. So blue's kind of running out of buildings, and soon enough he's gonna get eliminated. But here black decided to feed me some XP and gold. So there you have it. Pretty much I was able to kill blue's army, black's army. There wasn't much of an army from orange. But I really have much left. Just by the time I killed all the armies. And here in blue, the coward left his units here to just become neutral instead of fighting to the end like an actual warrior. And here, of course, yellow came here to execute these cowards who were just sitting here and running away from battlefield. And here I send a third group of munchers to try and help out yellow, in case black had any thoughts of going on top here. In the meantime, I was attacking the base of orange. And there was pretty much nothing he could do, because most of his archers were level 1. And I had warriors that could climb up here and just slaughter them. While the munchers had all the time in the world. You punch them, bunch of buildings. The archers being unable to fight back. And here you can see, I only had 2 bases. But now I have 17,000 gold just from destroying all the buildings and killing a whole lot of units. And here we are finally finishing out the enemy. There was just one enemy left, a black player. But he's a coward, like the rest of the Chinese players here. He decides to surrender instead of fighting to the last. Let's see the results. We can see here, I mined barely anything. The enemy had way more gold and way more units. But I guess they're kind of noobs. They were only good at rushing during the first night or 2. And they had no idea what to do during the mid game or late game. Which I guess cost them the game because they're little cowards. They would do hit and run attacks. They would never really fight together, or I guess not as confidently, which allowed me to somewhat fight on, even though the game could have ended at least 10 times, I think, even more situations, but I decided to not surrender, because surrendering is for weaklings, and there you have it. I had all the kills, and not that many losses, because I saved most of my units, and pretty much for rage ability was able to carry me to the end of the game. If you liked the video, you can all leave a like, leave a comment. If you want to see more videos on the Scouring demo, then you can subscribe. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.